What's going on, guys? Coach Chrispect, the wise guy here. Should probably move my camera a little bit just so that you can kind of see. This is just my mini office here where I like to hang out and do all my work. Welcome to another edition of Ask, where you can ask Coach Chrispect any question you have about selling on Amazon, Amazon FBA, retail arbitrage, private label, hybrid arbitrage, consulting, anything you want to ask me today in this live stream. So most of the time you'll see me in my kitchen. This time you'll see me in my office. Reason I'm in my office today because today's episode is about my failures. What are some of the stuff? What are some of my biggest mistakes, my biggest failures? I'm going to share those with you in hopes that maybe together we can figure out how not to make the same mistake twice. I'll preface my failures by saying this. I had big wins up front. And by having big wins or big successes up front, and by putting in the work and the time, clocking in and putting in the hours, and educating yourself on everything there is to do with Amazon, selling on Amazon, the back office of Amazon, the tricks, the tips, anything you need to know about selling on Amazon, the more you can educate yourself with that process, the better off you're going to be. Because you're gonna know more upfront. So your mistakes are gonna be reduced. One, you're gonna make less mistakes for sure. So you're not gonna make as many catastrophic mistakes that may sink your business as long as you've put in the work and educated yourself and spent time learning up front. Two, I was able to do a great job finding my very first private label product. That was a big reason for success and winning up front. And reason I bring that up is when you're able to launch a product successfully and that product is able to drive home $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 extra income a month, you can take risks. You can make faster decisions. You can go out on a limb. You can try new things because of that excess income. And I think that's where a lot of people want to get to in their Amazon selling, journey, career. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal, is you want to get to the point where you have enough passive income coming in that you can start taking these risks. So what are some of the risks? Well, if you looked at that thumbnail, the first risk I'll talk about were these puppies. Now I say it's a risk because it was actually a win up front. They're called Old Ball 2-in-1. See if you can see those Old Ball 2-in-1 toys. Okay, it's a cool toy. Really, really cool toy. For babies. So if you're not ungated in the baby category, you're gonna want to get ungated. Parents love to buy their children products from Amazon, toys, baby toys, clothes, face cloths, soaps, basket, you name it. Parents love to buy their children products from Amazon. It is a risk as a seller to sell baby products on Amazon. You must remember that you want to have liability insurance. Okay, again, you're selling a product that is a potential risk. So here's the deal. I'd been selling these for about a year on Amazon at volumes of upwards 40 a month. I'm one of the top sellers of this product on Amazon. It's made me usually double my investment or more, just depending on what price point I could range it from. But this particular product was recalled. So as an Amazon seller, you are 100% responsible for everything you sell on Amazon. So first stage, Amazon shut down my listing, can no longer sell it, suppressed all the inventory. So you've seen the thumbnail. Here's one bag of inventory. Okay, there's probably 20 of those in there. Plus there's a few of these other products in here, which is just a miniature ball version of the old ball. Okay, that puppy. So I had a lot of both selling really well on Amazon, anywhere from $18 to $25, depending on the competition. So that's one bag. And here's another bag of the exact same inventory. So another 20, maybe a little bit more or less. So ultimately 40 rollers, not bad. A month's worth of inventory I had to have shipped back to me from Amazon. So that is the first stage of what you have to deal with when you sell retail arbitrage products. Is if it's a recall, it's a baby toy. What was happening is these things here were snapping, and ultimately all, like, you could get a whole section of these things were snapping off. So it became obviously a chokeable item. You know, parents were complaining, so they recalled them all. Unique situation about those. The place I bought them from, the dollar store that was liquidating them, also made a recall. They put out a message saying that they're willing to take back all the ones they've sold and ultimately sell them, or not sell them, excuse me, but ultimately give me a refund. I reached out to them. They haven't returned any of my emails or anything like that. So I'll keep trying. We'll see where I get with that. But at 40 times $5, $200 in inventory, it's not a big deal, because I made way more than $200 selling them. At $10 a pop, I think is what I was making. Profit wise, $7 to $10 a pop. I sold upwards probably 400 of them. So I would say about 4,000, anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 selling those. So the loss is no big deal. I could take all those and go recycle them. Obviously, I can't give them away because they're apparently a recall. I don't know. I actually don't know what to do with them. I've been keeping them and sitting them here, and so we'll see. So the second stage of a recall is that Amazon, and I don't know if they have or have not, but Amazon can put out a message to anyone who's bought these toys, telling them that they qualify or whatever for a refund on the toy. The toy's been recalled, and they can issue a recall. I think the recall comes from the manufacturer, and if I think and I'll go do my research, but I think if people find that toys, they can reach out to Amazon and ask for a return. And that return, you're responsible 100%. Amazon will cut their cut back, but you are responsible for all the profit that you made on your end back to Amazon. I don't know if you're responsible for Amazon's portion as well. You might be. You may be responsible for Amazon's portion as well, but that's something that is obviously going to be an Amazon Seller Central's kind of terms and agreement section of the website. So I'm not really worried. I'll take the hit on anyone that has been returned. My inventory was suppressed at least for, I don't know, probably 3 weeks before I realized that it wasn't moving. A lot of times I ignore a lot of emails where this or that inventory was returned. Do you want to recall it? Sometimes I'll recall my inventory. Certain items I'll recall, but there's not many things I recall. Most of the times I'll let Amazon dispose of a lot of my cheap inventory. I'm not going to deal with the hassle of returns. But it's funny, when I do ask Amazon to return, or I do recall a bulk amount of stuff, I always find errors and products that Amazon returns under my account and their other people's inventory. not mine at all. So then you have to go through the process of taking a picture of the box, taking a picture of the shipping label, taking a picture of the packing slip, taking multiple pictures of the product, knowing the ASIN, providing all that to Amazon, and then going through a little bit of an endless loop trying to deal with getting Amazon to refund you when they messed up and refunded someone else's inventory under you. So, I mean, it's good when they acknowledge their mistake and they fully refund you, but you have to remember to, when you take your returns back, I recommend remembering to keep your box, keep your packing slip, go through all your stuff right away, make sure it's all yours. Look at your products too. If any of your products are damaged, broken, destroyed by the customer, acknowledge that by taking photos. Again, the same step: photo of your box, photo of this UPS shipping sticker on your box, photo of the packing slip inside the box, photo of the damaged product, photo of the sticker, the return sticker that is on the product. All of those, then go to the return option on Amazon and ask Amazon to do something, do something about this return, because this shouldn't be a qualified return when a customer destroys the product. So, and a lot of times Amazon notices those and deals with those, or doesn't refund, or refunds the customer really low prorated amount. So there are those scenarios as well. So that's kind of one of my first mistakes. Can be big. We'll see how it ends up. The biggest it could get is 400. I get 400 of these bad boys back, and I have to repay $4,000. Okay, we'll see how that ends up. I highly doubt that's going to end that way. The next buy. Now this is a buy. This thing here was a buy. I made a National Geographic cleaning kit. I made this buy probably about 6 months ago and did a scan on it, and it came up a $30 product with eligibility to sell the product. I'll see if I can scan it right now. Came up as a $30 product with eligibility to sell the product. Let's see if we got. So National Geographic Pet Keeper Cleaning Kit. Now it comes up as a $18.25 product. So it's dropped quite a bit with $5 shipping and handling. So that's probably whatever that is. 18 plus 5 is $23, $24 product. Amazon, you can sell it for a little bit more because it looks like it's fulfillment by merchant. Where am I going with that? So $25 product, you probably sell on Amazon FBA for $27 or something like that. And I got them for $4.50. So I ended up buying out a bunch of these. There's no ranking. That's the one thing that I was looking to try to bring on a product, rank the product, and then kind of be the only FBA seller on the product and actually see how well I can do with this particular product. So that's one thing. That's just a risk I was willing to take. But that's not the failure part of that. The failure part of that product is when I got it home and I bought, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's probably about 10 or 12 there. They were only cost me $5, so $60 worth of a product. When I got it home and when I was going to do a shipping plan and send the inventory to Amazon, Amazon came back and said, this is a hazmat product. We don't want to take it. So they qualified it under a hazmat product. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what in here is hazmat? There's one pet keeper, the case. There's 20 garbage bags. There's a scooper. There's a cleaning sponge. There's a tank scraper. There's 10 cleaning wipes. And then it could be this, but there's a 2-ounce hand sanitizer in here. So maybe it's the whole plane, you know, flying on a plane, you can't bring hand sanitizers, the whole, you know, after 9/11 thing. I don't know, but that sounds bizarre to me. I end up trying my hardest to get Amazon to change their ineligibility on that product being sent to Amazon, and I have had zero success in doing that. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. So now I'm stuck with these, and they've just been sitting around, and I'm not too sure what to do with that inventory. I was thinking, should I try to sell it on eBay? Should I try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace? What should I do with lizard cleaning kits? So again, a risky thing. Cost was $60 worth of product, and you know, the potential would have been probably $15 profit per sale had I been able to sell it for 25 bucks a piece. Maybe not that much, so maybe 10, 12 bucks a sale. So but that didn't work out. So that was, you know, again, another product failure. Reason I kind of focus on that one is when you're using the Seller Central app and you scan, you know, that product, see if it'll zoom in here, there it is, okay? And you look into the product, there's no way for you to tell, okay? So you can sell this product, there's the, you know, $23. If you go and click on the pricing line, you can look at Amazon fulfilled. You know, I'm gonna make $10 profit per unit. Fees are $9.39, $23.78. That's the current number. Okay, you go back. You know, there's no FBA sellers. Okay, nowhere does it tell you that this is a hazmat product. Now, recently, this is recent because this was never on there before. See if you can see it. You see this little clickable icon right there? That icon now leads you to FBA eligibility screen. So this is new. This was not there before. So it's not an FBA eligible product. This product is not currently eligible for FBA because the product is under hazmat review. Okay, I did not learn that until I went to try to upload it for a shipping plan. And it came up that it was an ineligible product to be shipped to Amazon. This product may be considered a hazardous material by U.S. Department of Transportation. For more information about Amazon policies regarding hazardous materials, see Hazardous Materials Identification Guide in Seller Help on Amazon.com. To get more information about hazardous materials, call the U.S. Department of Transportation Hazmat Hotline. And again, what inside of this product is hazardous? The only thing I can think of is the, you know, the 2-ounce unscented hand sanitizer. Seems like that's the opposite of hazardous. It seems like that's more of like a cleaning non-toxic product. Everything else is plastic or a sponge, a wet wipe. So I don't know what in here is considered hazardous, but enough said about that. So that is the next one. So now the next one, I have a few of these left. So there's a $2.50 sticker, cost $2.80 after tax. I've been sitting on inventory of these for quite some time because I was one of the first sellers of this product on Amazon and did extremely well. This was actually when I first started doing retail arbitrage. This particular product probably bought upwards 100 plus of these over the course of time. It's called a Curl-A-Dog. And I was selling anywhere from 5 to 10, well, sometimes 10. Never really reached 10 that often, but more than 5 a day of these particular products. And initially when I started selling, I think they were selling for, I was reselling them for $20 on Amazon. So you can see the profit based on that sticker amount was really good. But the problem with this one is that, as seen on TV, products are really popular for FBA sellers. So this product became saturated with FBA sellers. I think I was like the 3rd FBA seller, and then probably after a first month or so of selling these, maybe a little bit longer, so it was a very small cycle where I was selling these, but was able to sell pretty decent volume, but just cycle wise, probably within the first month it went from 3 to 10 different sellers, FBA sellers. And the problem is a lot of those FBA sellers don't really use the etiquette, good etiquette when selling retail arbitrage. They're always trying to beat your price by a penny. And what that does for Amazon is it benefits Amazon and it drives down the price of the product. So if this were $20 or whatever it was selling it for at the time, it became a less than $13 product, $12.99. You know, if I was going to automate my price and just say, okay, I'm going to try to win it and keep the buy box until $15, you know, because of the lack of, you know, courtesy from other FBA sellers who were driving down the market on this price. If everyone shared the buy box, we would just rotate through the buy box. At 5 a day, there's, every 2 days you would sell one, but for a big profit. But when you drive down the price from $20 down to $13 or $12.99, there goes $7 worth of profit. Sure, sales are probably going to increase, but no one's going to make any money. Everyone's going to make a buck. You know, that guy who is going to sell all of his inventory, 5, let's say he wins at $12.99, he loses $7. Now he's selling 5, but he's only making $3 per, so $15 versus if he were just rotating in the mix, he would be making $10. Sure, it'd take him a little bit longer to sell them, but he would be making more profit.